in their division?
Yep.
13 times in
12
their
or
division.
13.
You're going to lose 2 to them, no matter what. No matter what.
Man.
Everybody will.
Listen.
Unless you're the Tigers playing Cleveland back in the late 90s, early 2000s, where I think they lost 88 in a row or whatever it was. But Stick, like, I saw people kind of flipping out on X about it. I didn't understand it. It's going to happen to you. You're going to lose to the White Sox.
Not when you're a team of destiny, Neil, like you all have been telling me. It wasn't the conversation yesterday. This is a team of destiny.
Well, it is a team of destiny.
The team of destiny doesn't drop games to the White Sox.
No, they will.
I mean, if they're coming out hitting 4 home runs in a game, they cannot do this. The teams of destiny do not lose ball games. This is why I try to talk people off that team of destiny ledge. Because guess what? There's going to be bumps in the road. And this is a bump in the road. Now, you hope they can mitigate it by winning the next game out, right? Because if this turns into 2, 3, 4, now all of a sudden everybody that was team of destiny is going to have to realize, no, it's just a good baseball team that's playing good baseball right now. It's a long season. They could be playing poor baseball in a month. I'm not hoping they do. Believe me, I hope they continue this torrid run that they're on. But as you know, and as I know, that is tough to do in the game of baseball. What they're doing and what they've done, even in relation to last season, is almost insane. So there's going to be some leveling out. Water always finds its level. So everybody's spitting this team of destiny stuff at me. Just pump the brakes, like I said yesterday. Enjoy the ride because you're watching some damn good baseball. We'll know if it's a team of destiny when they win the fucking World Series.
In the end, Stick, that's fair. Because the team of destiny gets put on you after it's over.
Right.
After it's over. Only the
Thank you.
enlightened ones can tell you when it's happening.
And that's what I was
in
trying to
in
tell
front of
people.
you.
Like in 06, that was a team of destiny, right? Well,
But it felt like when you have a year,
feel good, right?
No, but even in the moment though, Stick, when it got to July and August, and Craig Monroe's got like 20 home runs, and you know what I'm saying? Like just crazy. And Nate Robertson's like 16 and 5
Chris
or whatever.
Shelton led off the
Nate
season.
Robinson was the man.
Like it was, but
Jeremy Bonder.
Oh, look, people sleep on Bond.
Bondo.
Oh,
well,
dude,
He was a bulldog. dude.
thugged out, man.
Yeah.
He was a bulldog.
Yeah.
man. I love Bond.
Dude had massive forearms.
Yeah, I love Bondo.
Massive.
But anyway, though, we're not trying to go down the memory lane. It's just that you could see it happening in real time. And look, this is 2 decades ago, so it was a different time. I think if social media was prevalent at that time, I think you would have heard those clamors. I would, because we talked about it.
Yeah, you called them a team of destiny yesterday.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying though, like, look at the shit that's happening.
I
Stick.
know, it's magical,
Like
it's fun.
like the Javi Baez stuff. That's team of destiny. It is. For him to go on that kind of run for 30 games when they had to have it. Because look at Parker Meadows back now.
Right.
Like, when they had to have it. That's what it was. And now he's, 7 for his last 53 or whatever it is? Like, it's stretching out
But
now.
give me the clutch hits in the playoffs and the World Series, and I'll be like, that's destiny. Just
That's
getting
fair.
there isn't destiny to me. Like, they got there last year was more of a
Miraculous.
Yeah, destiny probably wasn't the right word last year, but just a fun. But that's what I just want people to enjoy the ride. Because there's so many people, like even last year with the Lions being 15-2, did not have a good time. Like they were dying with the team winning so much, and it's so bizarre to me. And I'm not here to check people's fandom. I'm just here to let people know that like it's okay to enjoy good things while they're happening without saying this is going to be the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Dad with Tourette's, this Tigers team, if a move or two is made at the deadline, is a 95-plus win team flirting with the 1 seed. McKinstry has been so good. Dad with Tourette's, they could be a 100-win team. That's the pace that they're
They could.
on. Like, that's the pace that they're on right now. And look, Spenny had it kind of weak. That's the pace. And guys, like, we're not in the end of April.
No, yeah. We're in the trenches.
Right. Like, we're getting ready. It's fine. Now it's warm.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
here we go. And look,
Summer's here, dude. I was planning fucking pool parties this weekend. I can't wait.
this Friday, since, like, all the schools are getting out for the 4-Down Friday, and I like to tap you on this, 4-Down Friday, summer.
Oh,
a summer 4-Down
sure.
Friday, Spenny.
Oh, I got you.
That's yours. That 1,000%.
How many buttons on the shirt? Yeah.
But we'll get there.
Actually, they're probably the same.
They're probably the same. You're right. But getting back to it, though, Stick, it's just it has those vibes, man. And Spenny asked a question. He's like, "Are the pitching injuries concerning to you?" Yeah, yes. Like, yes, 100% they are. And you start talking about elbows and shit. I'm sorry, I get scared of that.
Yeah.
As you probably should.
You should.
And look, the bullpen day yesterday was the exception, not the rule.
Right.
Is that fair?
Yeah, they're not all going to have .000 ERAs. Like I said, that's why baseball is so hard to judge in single or even 30-game stretches, right? Because those stats can be skewed. I mean, you saw, was it Meadows that hit the 3 home runs, right?
Yeah.
His OPS,
Carpenter.
I'm sorry, Carpenter. His OPS went up like 120 points in one game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, baseball is a very wait and see, and that's part of the reason why it's fallen off in popularity, I feel, with this younger generation, which is everything now, stats now.
Right.
They had one bad game, they're bad forever type stuff. Baseball is just like a meal in a slow cooker. You just got to wait.
Well, and Stick, through all this, too, when I talked about this last season, and Spenny, you were there, you can vouch for it. Mm-hmm. We had it with the Pistons this year. This was your organic free roll. Last year was the organic free roll. For the Tigers.
Yes.
And obviously for the Pistons. Now there's expectations attached to it.
Yep.
And that's why, like, the team of destiny stuff, it's just like when I see guys, Zach McKinstry, there's no explanation for that. That run Javi went on, there's no explanation for that. And the timing of it, too. Like, when you parlay it with the timing of it, it's absolutely incredible. But here's the deal, Stick. Here's where it's a little bit different. With the expectations that are in place, and this is what I keep coming back to, and I don't mean to do it, but it's relevant, it's real. The Tigers have not won a World Series in 40 years.
I was 3.
40 years.
I know. I've never seen it. I haven't seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah, what was I? 40, 45 at the time? Like I was 5 at the time.
Right.
Like that's insane.
It is pretty wild.
It's going to be Lions-esque. Like, we need this now. You know what I'm saying? It's been too long.
But, like, I've been to a World Series game inside Comerica Park, which is something I can't say about the Lions.
That's pretty low bar, though.
To have been to a World Series game?
Like that being good enough, yeah.
I'm not saying that's good enough, but it's still an accomplishment. Like, I went to a World Series game that the Tigers won inside Comerica Park. Now, granted, it's the only win out of the 9 World Series games that they played.
You got to go
in my adult lifetime. But, man, it's just cool to be able to say that. We can't even say hey, I watched the Lions in the Super Bowl. And I don't want to sound like a Vikings fan right now. Like, we got there and that's good enough. Yeah. But I at least have seen it with my own eyes.
Like, you can't have a World Series champion T-shirt.
No, those got shipped to Africa.
Yeah, right. I mean, you
they
could,
had them
I
printed.
guess. Yeah.
They just didn't get handed out.
You couldn't, man. All right, let's take the break. I do want to clean this discussion up. We'll get into the Michigan State. Pancho Cornwallis, you said you like to walk around Comerica. I would say no one in this room right now probably knows Comerica better than you, right? You walk around it all the time, you said, when you go down there.
Yeah, decent amount.
Yep.
I mean, I was going to say no, but yeah, that's debatable.
Well, I didn't know if you were paying attention, so I don't know if I can include you or not, so that's a thing. Plus, you're probably stressed from having that laptop on your lap. That thing weighs about 88 pounds, so who needs Planet Fitness when you got young Justin's laptop? But Pancho in the chat says, I'm going to be in town June 19th, and I'm going to a game. It's been a couple of years since I went to Comerica. Advice on tickets would be appreciated.
I got some pretty good tickets. I mean, if you just get them on StubHub or whatever, I got some pretty good tickets. They were 5-6 rows back of the special super seats, like those new super seats. There's like 5 rows back of those, so it's still pretty close behind the dugout, and they were only like $80 a pop, so those were really worth it.
I think the only bad seat in the house is in K-Line's corner with that foul pole blocking you.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I've pretty much sat everywhere else, and it's a good watch. I had season tickets out in left field in 2008, so I was there a lot then. But if I had to pick where I could sit, it would be the individual seats that come with the table in between them.
Yeah.
Tiger Den.
The Tiger Den. That's
where Matt sits.
That's the best place to sit.
Yeah.
Just because you get most leg room, you got your space, you can do whatever the hell you want. So I prefer that. But honestly, there's not really a bad seat in Comerica.
That's where I am.
I like to be close to the Tigers dugout as possible because I like chirping. I like chirping the boys. Yeah, those were good. It was the section. I don't know what section it is, but it's the ones right in front of the Ferris wheel. So those were really good seats, and they were very decent price.
Yeah, I guess it depends too, like on your goals, right? Do you want to be in the sun? Do you want to be in the shade? What's that?
Do you want to catch a ball?
Right. Do you want to catch a ball? Yeah, there's
which I never have in my life.
Never. I've done it twice.
I hate you.
I've gotten some from like catchers, like throwing them to me, but I've never caught one.
Rafael Belliard threw me one once, but
If you want to be in the sun, you got to be on the first baseline for night games, third base for day games.
Correct.
yeah. And I will say this: is he going on a Friday when they do fireworks?
He's, Thursday against the Pirates.
Oh, okay.
Afternoon.
If you're going for a firework game, sit behind home plate in the upper deck.
Thursday against the Pirates, you should sit out in left field, dude. There's gonna be some balls crushed out of that stadium.
Except unless Skeens is pitching.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that's true.
Benny, you like chirping our own guys?
Good chirps.
Yeah, no
Oh, yeah.
doubt.
Good chirps.
Good chirps.
But no, it is. It's one of those things, Pancho, where it depends on your goals, right? I will say this. If you're looking to save money on tickets, like the 330 section that's kind of third base side in the upper deck, you can get in there for like $25 in like the 10th row.
Yeah.
There, as Stick said, there isn't a bad seat in
No,
Comerica.
I like that little bridge up there on the right. Like, it's just cool spots.
Chilling at the
all over
Pepsi
that.
porch with
Yeah.
Terry, picking up some Cougars.
Comerica's. I like Comerica.
Comerica's a good.
For being 20 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild.
I mean, they could do a little more in terms of like aesthetics, right? Like they just recently updated the TVs.
I was
and,
gonna say put in some new TVs.
like maybe do a paint job or something like that. But
That's the other thing. If you do sit on the left field line, you don't really see the scoreboard a lot either. So like there's-
if you're the like of Justin's ilk, you can get those priority seats
Yeah, the
and be
heated
right
seats.
behind there. Yeah.
with the free food.
For the record, I sit in the Tiger Den. For the record.
oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
You haven't sat in
Just
the
like
priority
a common
seats?
man.
Justin, you've never sat in the priority
He's
seats?
only upper
No, I
middle
have.
class.
I went-
Be a shit.
Oh,
Spenny,
Tiger
the
Stadium.
heavyweights
Yeah.
would have thrived in the
Yeah,
bleachers.
you missed your era.
Yeah, the bleacher creatures.
Silverdome, Tiger Stadium.
The
It's-
bleacher
yeah,
creatures.
100%.
Oh my God, those like my parents would take us to games and be like, "We're not going to the bleachers with the kids." Like
Yeah.
that area. Is,
They cage in all those
Yeah,
animals, which they did.
it
Like you literally could not leave the bleachers area.
It was
they
like
caged
the
you in.
shelter at St. Andrews. Like you just like
Love
okay,
the shelter.
we'll go party at St. Andrews, but don't go in the shelter. Yeah, but this is like back in the '90s.
Yeah.
Like, man, crazy.
I saw Boldy James at the shelter. Just walked on stage, walked right behind. I was backstage. The game was open. I went and got a beer, saw it was open. Took my opportunity, just walked past the bouncer with confidence. He didn't say anything. Walked right up on stage.
I'm
Chilled
telling you,
next to Jalen
that's
Rose.
a-
It was
The
cool.
confidence is half the battle.
Yeah.
That's
Like
a concert venue, homeless shelter combo.
What's that?
You said St. Andrews?
Yeah.
Like the music hall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a concert venue, homeless shelter combo?
No, the shelter.
The shelter's
is
the
under
basement.
St. Andrews.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
It's the basement of St. Andrews.
So it is kind of like
It's
a
like
combo.
more underground artists will be at the shelter, and then the big
Like
names
when we
will
used to
be
do a
at St.
club night with DRQ back in the day, we'd have like top 40 on the main floor, DJ Godfather with like hood ass shit in the basement and Ghetto Tech, and then like upstairs with all the potheads was ASRock playing like
Hell yeah.
EDM.
Jason Kenyon in the super chat, off subject of name, image, and likeness. Well, Nil was mentioned in rodeo, has done sponsors and being able to make money from youth to pro levels.
Nice.
Being in youth and high school, winning money in championships while competing at 14 to 16-year-olds, then college and pro. No, rodeo. I remember that with rodeo. Bass fishing was first on the scene with that too, in terms of name, image, and likeness. They were giving out cash prizes and stuff.
How much Jason Kenyon brings up rodeo makes me so happy because my dad used to ride bulls. So like,
Did he really?
Yeah. Dude, he had a scar from here to here because a bull sat on him and crushed his entire knee. But yeah, man, like I grew up going to rodeo and stuff. Like it's funny.
I've been to a rodeo.
Respect
Jason
to those
Kenyon said
guys.
he's got to take me to rodeo. I've been to rodeo. I went to a couple up in Michigan State. It
Yeah.
was a lot of fun.
I like the rodeo too. Jason Kenyon, he's got a new one for us to follow, and I forgot his name, Jason, so I apologize. We're gonna get him on the show one of these days.
Yeah, hell yeah.
100%, man.
Blaine
Talk rodeo
Houston?
with him.
You need to get one
But
of
what
them
is
little
it?
kids.
Blaine Houston?
I know.
Something
I
like
think
that?
it was Blaine. Yeah, I think it was Blaine. It could be Blaine Houston. He is like ranked. Like we looked him up, and he is ranked. So
For
we're gonna,
Michigan?
we're gonna get him on the show.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna figure out a way to do that.
Thursdays.
A man like you did very well.
Oh, love Lug Nuts games. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do like minor league baseball. DJ God.
The first opening day, like with Woodward Sports, I'm hosting. I bring Spenny and Easy on stage, and at first they're like, "Who the fuck are these guys on stage?"
I was wearing sweatpants.
Yeah, like I'm like they're with me. They're fine. They're gonna get the party going. Give me a bottle of champagne. They bring me a bottle of champagne. I hand it to Spenny, and he just chugs it on stage. And Godfather's like, "Oh, that guy's cool. He's allowed to do whatever the hell he wants."
Yep.
Hey, and Spenny earned his respect day one.
Hell yeah. That's how you got to do it. Can only make a first impression once.
Yeah.
That is true.
Sweatpants drinking champagne on stage.